Many police officers think they're above the law and can do whatever they want. Today we're talking about such police officers and how they behaved when they were caught breaking the law. Let's go to the video. Have you ever caught a cop breaking the law? Well, this guy caught a cop speeding through 2 red lights without turning his emergency lights on. Basically, the cop was not following the rules, putting everyone on the road at risk. And what's worse, he acted like he did nothing wrong and thought he didn't have to use his lights if he didn't want to. But then his pride got in the way and he started making a big deal by asking the guy for his ID and driver's license, even though the guy hadn't done anything wrong. The cop didn't stop there though. He went ahead and got the guy's license plate to identify him, trying to show him who's boss. This move was actually against the guy's rights and could have gotten the cop in trouble for losing his qualified immunity. But you know, sometimes cops driven by pride don't think about the consequences. To top it off, the cop wouldn't even share his own name or badge number, even though it's something he's supposed to do.
Hey, call.
I know, but you're supposed to have your lights on.
No, I don't have to have my lights on.
You don't have to have your lights on.
No, I don't.
That's not what the Utah state law says.
No.
All right.
I was responding to a call. As part of my duties, I can disregard the traffic.
Yes, when you have your lights on, sir.
It does not say
Yes,
that I
it
have
does.
To. No. Okay?
Yes,
I
it
need your
does.
Identification.
What law do you expect me of breaking?
Okay? You confronted me on this thing. You've turned this into a bigger deal than what it needed to be.
What law do you suspect me of breaking, sir?
Okay? Let's just go get your plate. We'll figure it out that way.
Go ahead. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge number?
Officer W, 036.
I've had 0 issues with your department.
Okay.
I filmed in your police station. I filmed all around this city. And I've had 0 issues with your police department. I just want you to know that, sir.
That's good.
I appreciate you guys. I've had 0 issues with Smithfield. I went and filmed at the sheriff's department. I went and filmed at the jail and have had 0 issues. Now this trooper just blew through 2 red lights without his flashing lights on. I'm pretty sure the state law says you have to have your flashing lights on if you're going to a call and you're going to break the law. Would you agree with that or not agree with that? What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? All right, then I'm free to go. Am I being detained? For what crime?
I don't know. He doesn't want you to leave yet.
For what crime? You have to articulate a crime that I am being suspected of.
Asked that I respond.
Okay.
I got you know when I got here. I don't know what happened before I got here.
All I did was ask him why he broke the law.
As far as I know, he doesn't want you leaving yet.
Okay, then what?
Check out how this cop got more and more aggressive as time went on. He was pacing around, looking unsure of what to say or do. When he came back to the man, he suddenly told him to back off, but it was actually the cop who had walked close to the guy. He should have remembered to keep a 6-foot distance to make sure people don't feel threatened, especially since cops carry weapons. His partner was far more professional about things. At least he knew how to introduce himself properly, but he didn't want to get too involved since he wasn't there from the start. The guy even asked them to call a supervisor, but the first cop acted like it was his choice to do so, even though it was part of his duties. Seems like the cop hasn't learned much from his time on the job.
Ken Goodrich?
You stay away from me. Get back there now.
There is no... I'm in a public place, man. I'm just walking. Is that a problem with you?
Yeah, if you keep coming at me, it is, yeah. Okay? You want to talk to my sergeant? Fine, he's coming, but you stay
What's your
over there.
name and your badge number, sir?
You have it.
What's your name and your... Are you filming right now? Are you filming right now? Is your camera on?
Absolutely.
Good. We'll see what your IA department sees about you, sir.
What's that? I'm just talking. He's detained.
Am I being detained? You want to illegally detain
You want
me?
to talk to my sergeant?
Are you illegally detaining me still?
Do you want to talk to my sergeant?
I want your name and your badge number per your policy,
You
sir.
already have it.
No, I don't.
No.
He was a very polite gentleman, and as soon as he walked up, gave me his name and his badge number.
You know what that is, okay? So you've already read my name, okay? And my badge is right there on the card.
You have to verbally give it, sir.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, per your policy.
Okay.
Read your policy. How long have you been a cop, sir?
Okay, I'm not going to listen to you.
Is this what you are? You're the tyrant of the Utah State Patrol?
Says the guy who is coming out and interjects himself in the stop.
I didn't interject anything. I was wondering why you blew through 2 lights without your lights on.
You can talk to my sergeant.
We're going to find out about you, man. I'm going to pull your entire personnel file, and we're going to see all your complaints that you have, all right? It's going to be very well known.
Okay.
All right. Just because you want to be a tyrant, you don't want to give your name and your badge number per your policy.
You already have it. You don't need it.
No, I don't. You have to verbally give it, sir. Why is that so difficult? This guy was very polite and walked up and gave me. Look, I filmed all over this entire area. I filmed the Logan Police Department. I filmed the sheriff's office, the jail. I filmed this entire area. No issues at all. All of a sudden, you want to be a tyrant. Utah Highway Patrol is going to be the tyrants here, right? I filmed at their police station, the North Park Police Department. No problems.
What's your first name?
I don't have to give it.
I was just trying to make a conversation.
But then things took a turn for the worse when another police car showed up with backup cops, as if these two weren't enough. It shows that cops often have each other's backs, even when they're in the wrong. One of the backup cops was super aggressive towards the man and even claimed his buddy didn't run any red lights. How could he know? He wasn't there. It was pretty clear that the bad cops stick together because it makes them feel more powerful and in control. This cop even dared the guy to prove his buddy broke the law. The guy mentioned he could easily get the video from traffic light cameras, but the cop said not to bother trying because those traffic lights don't have cameras, even though he had no clue which traffic lights they were talking about.
I didn't give it, man.
You didn't give it?
No.
Okay.
I would like to know. I would like to know.
I'm talking.
I don't care if you're talking. I don't care.
What do you want done?
I want to know why this tyrant ran 2 red lights for no reason.
Okay, he didn't run 2 red lights.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay, we're gonna get the footage and we're gonna find out.
You got footage?
Does he have his camera on in his car?
Not unless he needs to have it on.
Not unless if he's responding to a call, does he not have to have it on? All right. So he ran 2 red lights. I'm letting you know.
Okay, so where were these red lights?
100 South and Center Street.
So he ran 100 South and Center Street.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he stopped at 400. He stopped at 400 North. Okay. Didn't have a problem stopping at that stoplight. Okay. And if he's saying he's going to a call and he's okay breaking the law, going through red lights.
He said the one light was
okay. So you're gonna believe the tyrant, right?
No, he's not a tyrant.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have, I need proof. Show me proof.
All right.
You have proof?
I can get the cameras from the lights. From the lights.
They don't have cameras.
They don't have cameras on those lights? Are you sure?
Positive.
All right. Well, we'll find out, man.
We'll go find out.
All right.
And
I
then
will.
give me a call.
What's your name?
Sergeant Brenchley.
What's your badge number?
177.
Hey, I appreciate you being professional, unlike this guy.
Okay. Well, listen, you don't need to come up and flip people off and start...
I have a legal right to flip anybody off I want to, man.
If he's handling a call, which he was, that's obstruction of justice.
He's sitting at a stoplight not doing anything.
No, but when you walked up here and he's talking to the
Did I flip him off?
It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't.
You and interrupt him while he's trying to handle another call. That's obstruction
He wasn't
of justice.
handling. He was literally standing by his car doing nothing.
Going
he wasn't talking to anybody.
A lady who's...
He wasn't talking to anybody.
You're distracting him. You will be arrested next time you do that.
All right. Good luck with that. Good luck with that in court, sir.
You bring your game.
Do you have proof? Do you have proof of that?
I do have proof because he was on a call. I was helping him with the call. He was talking to the other person involved in the call. She parked right over here.
These cops realized they were up against someone who really knew his stuff. All 4 of them couldn't outsmart him, so they told him to hit the road. But here's the thing. If he's not being held and can leave, he's also free to stay, right? If they don't like the way he's talking to them, they can just as easily walk away themselves. But nope, they thought they were too big to just leave. They gave it one more shot. One of the cops called the guy an idiot. What, did you think he'd get upset, call it a day, and leave? That didn't happen. Finally, the cops decided to leave, which honestly was the best move they could have made. Yet one cop stayed back a moment to tell the guy he could still try to get the footage from the traffic lights if he wanted to. It goes to show, not all cops are the same, and there are still good ones out there.
Well, maybe you should get demoted.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Is that on the sergeant's exam? Calling someone an idiot?
My hourly wage does very little. You don't pay as much as you think you do.
And you don't pay any taxes, sir.
I pay the same.
You pay taxes on the taxes you receive. How dumb is that?
I pay taxes.
You pay taxes on the taxes you receive from citizens.
Okay. When I go buy something at the store, I pay taxes.
Less than yours.
I'm not talking about you, man. You've been super nice to me. He's been super nice to me. I don't care.
Friend of mine.
I really don't care.
Character.
I don't care.
You're the one here causing a scene.
He's the moron that ran a red light for no reason, man. You guys could just leave and go back and do your jobs. No problem. You were better off just staying quiet, man. Just like this guy. He knows better.
Well, then you and I are in the same boat.
I can talk all I want to. I have free speech, man.
You absolutely can.
Free speech.
You know what they say.
I talked to his lieutenant at the police station. No issues.
Outstanding.
I went into your police station, no issues.
Outstanding.
You know what you have on your wall that I really like?
What's that?
You have the Constitution on the wall of your police
Absolutely.
department, and I love that.
And you're not being detained right now.
I was by him.
Okay.
You weren't here for that.
Okay.
You weren't here for that. But he did detain me as soon as I got here.
Go. So why are you still here?
And he asked for my ID unlawfully.
Okay. And now you're free to go. So why are you still here?
And I'm free to stay too, man.
Okay.
And I'm free to stay.
And you're free to be an ass.
Sure, just like you.
Outstanding.
Yeah, man.
Hey, have a good day.
I appreciate you, man.
The cameras on the lights that I believe they're only live feeds. They're not recorded.
They're only live feeds?
That's from what I understand.
I appreciate you, man. I really do. Like, you guys have been a really good police department to me.
What I understand, those cameras are live feeds that UDOT.
So I can't get a copy of them or anything?
Essentially, all they're for is to monitor traffic. They're not recorded.
Do you understand that if you guys are on a call, that if you're on a call and you have to go somewhere, turning on your lights to break the law is required. You can't just roll through red lights and stop signs and all that stuff without your lights on, man.
This cop thought he saw a guy drinking beer in public and tried to grab his arm. Now the guy could technically sue him for battery. Really, if someone's having a beer, it's their own business, not the cop's, right? But the cop didn't let it go. He insisted that the brown bottle sticking out of the guy's bag was beer, which just showed he wasn't even sure the guy was drinking. The cop kept following the guy around and not getting the hint that the guy wasn't cool with it. And get this, the cop was a sergeant, setting a pretty questionable example for any new cops watching. He bombarded the guy with questions like his name, if he drinks beer, what he's up to, and where he lives. The sergeant got all jittery when the guy didn't want to answer because, well, he didn't have to say anything unless he actually did something wrong. Then the cop claimed the guy was messing with his investigation. If that really was the case, why not put up some crime scene tape, right?
Hey, let's go.
That is my business.
You know what makes you think I have a beer? What's your reasonable, articulate suspicion that I got a beer here?
The bottle, the brown bottle with the bag around it?
That doesn't mean
Sir, I'm
nothing.
Sergeant Brown, Albuquerque Police. Stop right there. Stop walking. Thank you.
Oh, you're touching me.
What's your bottle? I am touching
Oh,
you.
now he's breaking my Fourth Amendment right. Violating my Fourth Amendment right.
Here, see, all you had to do was
What
tell
you
me
mean?
what it was.
I don't have to tell you shit.
I asked you if that
I
was
don't
a
have
beer.
to tell you. It's my Fourth Amendment right to be
Why
secure
you
in my
drinking it?
papers, properties, and effects.
all right.
You can't be seizing shit just because you think I have beer.
Okay, thank you.
What's your problem? What's your name again? Sergeant J. Brown.
I
All right,
asked
buddy.
you a direct question.
And what? I don't have to answer
I need
you.
you to back up. We're conducting
I don't
an
have to answer
investigation
you.
here. I need you to back up. We're
You're in
conducting
trouble,
an
buddy.
investigation.
You're in trouble, buddy.
Thank you.
You don't be grabbing people. Hey, look at what you did too. Went and threw my rice on the ground too.
You dropped that.
No, you grabbed my arm.
Okay. Back up. We're conducting an investigation.
No,
here.
your investigation's done. You already caught him. He's in the car. He's in the car. There's no. You ain't got no crime scene here. There's no crime scene tape. I'm gonna get you, buddy. You're getting a report on you, buddy. Touching me, battery. For what?
You mind talking to me?
This fucker.
What's going on today, man?
This dude went and grabbed my arm.
Okay.
After the sergeant got flustered for being caught breaking the law, two younger cops stepped in to chat with the guy. And honestly, they were way cooler than the sergeant. They actually listened to the guy explaining that he wasn't drinking alcohol in public. And just because there's a brown can or bottle doesn't automatically mean it's beer or alcohol, and even if it was, the cop had no business grabbing the guy's shoulder. Because of this mess, the guy ended up dropping the rice he had been eating. He then asked these two cops if they could tell him who the sergeant's boss was, since the sergeant had gotten physical with him a moment ago. Makes you wonder, are these cops finally starting to remember they're supposed to be serving the people?
I'm over here drinking here, and he went and grabbed my, without no articulable suspicion of what I'm drinking or what I'm doing.
So,
Grabbed my beard, made me drop my rice.
What are you drinking?
It's none of your fucking business.
Well, so like I said, unfortunately, you know, if it is any alcoholic beverage,
He already fucking opened it, already took it away from me, already violated my rights.
yeah. So I don't know anything about that, man. Okay?
Well, let me teach you something about it.
Sure.
When somebody's walking around with a bottle just because it's brown and it's a bottle and it have a
Like
bag
I said,
doesn't mean it's alcohol. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion before you fucking get somebody's shit.
So like I said, man, I don't know what you're drinking. That's what I'm asking.
Exactly. Neither did he. But he, are you gonna grab me?
No, I'm not.
Why not? Why won't you grab me?
Because like I said, man,
I'm drinking in public, right? This is alcohol. This is what he
I don't know
thought.
what you're drinking. I don't know
He
what you're
thought that's what he thought. I was drinking alcohol and he grabbed me.
Let's not interact with that officer. Okay, you're interacting with me and my partner over
Now,
there.
why not interact with him? He's the one that fucked up.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's your case, I mean that's up to you on however what you want to proceed. But like I said,
I want his supervisor right now. Who's the supervisor?
I have no clue. I don't really know that officer, to be honest. I don't know who grabbed you.
Find out who the lieutenant is.
One of the younger cops felt bad for the guy. He could see that the sergeant had gone too far. He even said sorry about the rice spill. He tried to calm the situation with some kind words, asking about where the guy got his rice and if it was any good. Once the guy felt a little bit better, the cop asked him to go over what had happened. The guy explained he started filming an arrest because it was happening out in the open and he figured he had every right to record it. This younger cop showed he was different from his sergeant by saying filming in public is totally okay and the cops shouldn't have an issue with it. Well, maybe he and other decent cops don't, but the sergeant sure did, especially since he couldn't keep his cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't grab me, right? Why not? It looks like alcohol, right? That's what his.
I can't.
That's what his reasoning was. He couldn't confirm it either.
Like I said,
he grabbed me.
I can't attest to any action of some other officer. Okay.
Motherfucker.
And I wasn't here during that incident, unfortunately. Okay. And I'm sorry about your rice. What is that? Rice pudding?
Yeah.
Dang, where'd you get it? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good now. It's not no good anymore, man.
No more.
No more, because this manhandled me, man. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about him manhandling me. Stop getting off the subject. Do you think that's okay for somebody to grab you like that?
Again,
You think it's okay?
I don't know the instance of what happened. So,
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened.
sure, go ahead and tell me.
He assumed, made an assumption that I was drinking alcohol
Okay.
with no reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Okay.
And then he attacked me.
How did he attack you? Can you tell me?
How did he attack me? He grabbed my arm,
Okay.
grabbed my other arm,
Okay.
seized my bottle,
Okay.
and searched it. Seized my bag and searched it.
So can you start from the beginning of kind of, okay, so what were you doing before the interaction?
I was recording these guys.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And they were telling me, hey, go back.
Can
And
I
I
ask
told-
why you were recording? We're just recording the incident that happened?
Yeah, it's public interest. This is press.
Yeah,
this is
that-
news.
Nothing's wrong with recording.
Yeah, well,
that's right, brother.
there is nothing wrong with it, but they think so.
Like I
And then
said,
they were
man,
telling me go,
I
and
can't-
then he saw me with this
Okay.
and attacked me,
Okay.
thinking I'm drinking in public, without no reasonable, articulable suspicion that I was drinking alcohol.
The only issue with this young cop was that he seemed a bit scared of his sergeant. He knew his sergeant hadn't acted right towards the man, but he still tried to cover for him, saying that the sergeant probably didn't mean any harm and was just thrown off because it's not every day someone films cops. Scared though? Hard to believe that cops are always armed and have their buddies around. Meanwhile, the other young cop called over their supervisor to chat with the man, which he really appreciated. He even hoped they'd move up quickly in their jobs and maybe take the place of their sergeant, who was acting like a total bully. Turns out the guy was homeless, and the sergeant seemed to be picking on him for no good reason. It's sad to think how hard it must be for him to have saved up for that rice, only to have it dropped because the sergeant wanted to throw his weight around.
But sometimes, again, through our training experience with the alcohol...
Your training is to investigate. He did no investigation. He grabbed me right away.
I'm just telling you that sometimes through our
You know what?
training
You
experience...
don't cover for him, okay?
I'm not
I
trying
don't want to
to.
hear you trying to cover for him, because
not
first of
trying
all, you're below him probably,
I'm proud.
right?
Yeah.
He's a sergeant.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm
so don't be
definitely
trying to
not.
back him up, okay? You're this little guy on the totem pole. No offense, but
No, that's fine. Like I said... by all
this
means.
guy fucked up and he should have known better.
Okay. Yeah.
He should have known better. What's his name again?
He's Sergeant Brown.
Sergeant Brown. That's right.
And so we have a lieutenant on his way, okay, to go talk to you. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
All right.
That
Thank
sounds
you, man.
good. I appreciate you trying to de-escalate what this
Yeah, dude.
guy did, but he
I don't know what's going on here. You know?
that's what he should have did.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be his boss. Maybe you should take his position.
Yeah, you know
He doesn't
what?
need to be in that
Like
position
you
when
said,
he's.
man, I'm the bottom of the totem pole. I'm just here to do my job, man. I'm just here to make sure everyone's okay.
Well, I hope you do your job right.
What was that?
Man, you need to do. He's here to go do his job too, but he ain't doing it right.
Like I said, you could air
You're violating people's rights to be secure in their properties, persons, and effects.
You can air your grievances once the lieutenant gets here, okay? Like I said, I'm just here to try to mitigate the situation.
Oh, that's the problem. You're trying to mitigate something you're not. You don't have the power to do. Other than you letting me let off my steam,
Yeah.
which is all but.
If you think all cops play it straight, You have to hear about this one cop who stopped a guy for no good reason. He didn't even bother explaining why he pulled him over. Went straight to ask for his ID. The man knew he hadn't done anything wrong, so he wasn't about to just hand over his ID. It seemed to ruffle this cop's feathers, thinking his authority was being questioned, so he started throwing around threats about taking the guy to jail for getting in the way of police work. Well, someone working as a public servant should know that obstructing the police is a secondary crime and one that cannot be arrested for. It's weird seeing a newbie cop act all high and mighty like that. His boss definitely is not going to be thrilled when he finds out his officer was out there bending the rules.
Well, now what law did you say I was violating?
I've already told you. I don't need to repeat myself.
Well, I need to see your supervisor then. I'm requesting your supervisor.
Right now, please.
My name's Carl. Now I'm requesting your supervisor.
Your last name.
I'm requesting your supervisor, sir.
Name, last name, date of birth.
I'm requesting your supervisor. I'm requesting your supervisor. Before I say anything else, I'm requesting your supervisor. I got nothing else to say.
Right now, or I'm going to take you in front of a judge.
For what?
County Superior Court, failure ID.
I haven't committed a crime. Have I committed a crime?
You made a civil offense where you're required.
Okay, that's not a crime though. The only way I'm able to ID.
Identify yourself to me.
Yeah, and I did. My name's Carl. I haven't committed a crime. If I haven't committed a crime, don't you put your hands on me. I haven't committed a crime. I have done nothing wrong. What have I done wrong?
I need to see your ID, please, sir.
And I'm asking you for your supervisor because I've done nothing wrong. And
You'll need ID.
And I told you my name's Carl. My name's Carl. You can address me. I'm a man. I'm a man. I have committed no crime. Under the Supreme Court ruling, I do not have to show ID unless I commit a crime. No, I don't. Carl.
What is your last name?
My name is Carl.
Carl what?
I'd like to speak to your supervisor. I haven't committed a crime. I've done nothing wrong.
Carl what?
I've done nothing wrong. I want to speak to your supervisor, please.
Carl, you need to ID yourself to me?
I just did.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. I told you my name. My name's Carl.
It's not sufficient. Do you want to speak?
Because I do not have to die my...
This time, a rookie cop felt dissed because someone passed him on the road. That's why he pulled a guy over and started arguing with the man who sped past him, questioning if there was a stop sign the guy missed. To top it off, this cop went ahead and claimed he had checked and there was a warrant out for the guy's vehicle. Seeing the kind of cop he was up against, the guy didn't want to just roll over and give up his rights, which is the kind of stance everyone should take in such situations. But the story gets even weirder. When the cop supervisor showed up, the cop switched up his story, saying that now the guy's vehicle smelled like marijuana.
Refresh my memory on what this stop is about.
When you drove past me,
Yeah.
that traffic stop back there,
Yeah.
blazed past me.
Blaze past you.
Yep.
Blaze past you.
Yep.
Okay.
I ran the plate on this vehicle.
Yeah,
In
no.
fact, Eric Allred, who has warrants. I'm going to make sure.
Okay, well,
that you-
that's me. Arrest me. Let's go.
Do you have warrants?
You're saying I do. I guess I must.
There is a lot of Eric Allreds out there. I'm trying to verify if this is you or not.
Well, you know, when you radioed in the plates to this vehicle or this private automobile, you got me. So if you're saying I have warrants, you better arrest me.
Okay. Do you have your ID with you?
I do.
Okay, let me see it.
No thanks. You've already violated my Fourth Amendment, right? You're working on the First and the Fifth and the Sixth, and I'm not going to help you.
Okay. Hello? How can I help you?
I don't know, but he seems to have a problem with me, so let's get to the bottom of it real quick, like.
Okay. So I can smell weed coming from your car.
Oh, God, that's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Do you not have marijuana on yet?
Dude, be serious.
I'm being serious.
Well, you're evidently full of shit.
Okay.
If you're smelling weed, you need something to do, go down to the border and work. We need good help down there.
Instead of setting his cop straight because he was caught breaking the law, the supervisor decided to back him up and even came up with another reason to pin something on the guy. Now the two of them were on the man, telling him to get out of the car and hand over his ID. They even threw a threat about bringing in a dog to sniff out marijuana. The guy wasn't sweating it though. He had nothing to hide and knew these cops couldn't touch him. But seriously, don't these cops have anything better to do than hassle other people?
What crime he committed? Did he move over, slow down, and any of those things?
He didn't slow down. He moved over, but he flew past me enough to get my attention.
Okay.
So then,
Yeah, I was hauling ass, huh?
that's when I like
Fucking kidding me.
verified. Okay, so
What a joke.
That's the crime he broke.
Oh, crimes. No, you're alleging infractions? What crime?
failure to yield.
Failure to yield.
Failure to move over for
Failure to kiss your ass. Oh, and I blew past you? Okay.
Eric, so
Unbelievable. Well, let's see these warrants. Come on, let's go.
we need your ID.
Pull me out. Whoa.
So I'm gonna have you step out, Eric.
No, you're not. I'm not stepping out. I don't feel safe. How about that?
Okay, well, we don't feel safe with the gun being right next
Well, then I'd like to be on my way and free to go.
to you. As soon as
Make sure nothing. You say you smell weed? Get the drug dog over here so I can throw it in your face.
Okay,
Come on.
Hey, let's step out. We're gonna get the dog.
No thanks. I don't feel safe.
Eric, come on, dude. This ain't.
Come on, nothing.
Eric, I'm asking you to.
Well, you can ask all you want. I don't feel safe.
It's going from a citation.
They ain't going for shit.
To me.
Who taught you? Where'd you go to cop school?
I went to.
Violate rights? Violate rights?
Okay, listen to me. It's going from.
You guys are a joke.
It's going from a simple, probably a warning,
To
going to jail.
Well, then let's go.
Okay, step out.